like, subscribe, and pass it along.
Hold up. I'll check it out. Chaz and I have already done the train. I think Devin should do it this time.
Okay. There it is. Alright. I currently have canola, right?
Yep.
1,100 is for the Gold Crest.
Yep, that's the one that's at the train station. And if you click on Goldcrest, it will highlight it on the map.
Tag place.
And do not go to the marker on the map because that is past the edge of the map. You have to go to the grain silo right by that location and offload there.
I see.
You see what I'm talking about?
I kind of see where I have to go.
Okay. But once you get done there, then you've got to go to the dot that's right by the blinking dot in order to rent a train.
Why do I have to rent a train?
You have to rent a train in order to load it with goods, in order to drive it to the edge of the map, in order to sell. All kinds of convoluted.
Actually, before you do that,
Yeah.
here's a question for you. The selling price of oats in Golden Crest,
$8.81.
what's that compared to locally?
It's the best price.
So,
By
drop off
over
the
100.
thing.
Canola
So drop-
is like over 200 at Gold Crest, and
So, drop off the canola, then come back.
True,
and
you
take-
can load it with multiple, I think.
Yep, there's like six trailers, so
basically I load it, don't have it.
Drop it into the silo, come back, pick up the next product, take it
Right.
to the silo and offload it, then rent a train. Do not
Okay.
rent a train until after.
Okay.
Alright, where am I going to drop all this shit?
Okay, go first person. Got it.
and that also brings the question of what the f are we reloading these fields with?
I say canola because it is by far our best paying product for early game.
Okay.
And we already have everything kind of bought to do that.
We can do canola, wheat, or barley, which are the only things that can be planted right now. And of those three, canola is the biggest pay. What I'm unsure of is really how much are we getting per field from each of those three. I have not taken the time to test that. Because if we get more wheat or barley from the same field than canola, then that might actually overcome the price difference.
Very true.
Because we got over.
I say we
got
buy
over-
one of. I say we buy one of each to test it.
The problem is it would only make sense on the same field for 3 different seasons.
That's true. So we test.
That way we have the exact same acreage, the exact same likelihood of cells. So it makes sense this season to do canola on all 3 fields.
And then do wheat or barley for the next, and then the last one, whatever
Yep,
we didn't do.
and see what we're getting for prices out of the 3. But you have to pay attention to something. This game has a live market. Prices for one season might not be the same the next. So we'll have to pay attention to the prices per market as well.
That is true.
Alright, you're gonna have to bring in the plow because that's what we need to do right now with the fields that we've already
Because
got.
the thing of canola.
Yeah.
Yielded almost over 2,000.
All right, where am I loading this?
All right, hold on. Let me check the map. Make sure where you're at. You are. You went past it.
Okay, so it is that little thing that's the elevator-looking thing.
Yes.
Inside or
Inside.
Okay.
The outside is for loading. Inside is for unloading.
And
Yeah,
then
that's no
I
surprise.
basically have to go reload this with the wheat,
With what's
or
Yep.
reload this with whatever we have left, which I think was wheat.
Whatever's
or- oh, yeah.
what's in the combine. Yes.
And then I rent a train. Is that what it was?
Yep.
Okay.
Then you rent a train. The silo or the offload point that's on the tracks by where you went inside to unload, that's where you would load the train.
Okay. So I basically get out and then go in. Is that what it is?
There's a spot near the edge of the map that you go to rent it. And then you get into the train and drive it to the correct spot to load it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little weird, but
Like, that makes
there.
almost no
Or-
sense that we would take control of a train when we have no real experience with that.
I know, it's just kind of weird, but I guess they decided that people who run farms probably would love to drive a train once in a while. And I'm gonna be honest, I think they're right.
Yes. All right. Fertilizer.
I just wish we could drive it around the map.
Now with how much it costs.
Right. It does get a little crazy after a bit.
So I basically drive the train to get it loaded, and then I just let the AI take over after that?
Nope. Then you drive it back to the edge of the map where it comes from, usually anyway. And then it will give you an option to sell.
Ah, okay. Alright, I'm back to get the trailer loaded now. I think the cover's already out. Okay, you already...
That's lime.
It's on this side, correct?
Yep.
I think that's close enough. Hold on. Woo-hoo.
There we are.
It was correct. It just was like a little touch and go. Was that it?
Yep. That's it.
That's like almost next to nothing. Granted, that is a smaller field, so.
Huh? Okay, so Amigo.
Which amigo? Yeah,
the other
worker A
What's
was
up?
stopped manually.
Yeah, I accidentally hit the higher worker.
Ah,
Alright. We have a minor problem.
What's that?
The thing is telling me it's they need fertilizer but not lime.
Okay, that's good because you only have to lime every 3 harvests. So obviously the random roll is somewhere in the last 3 harvests. The field was already limed.
Yeah. The thing is the fertilizer already has lime in it.
But it's different. The fertilizer is not lime.
did you already load lime in there? That's the
In the
or
big
lime.
one, yes.
Lime has already been loaded into the
The
fertilizer.
sprayer, use the sprayer, which
Alright.
is still at the store.
Okay.
The trailer over there, give me a sec. I will offload the
I'll go and
fertilizer. You go get the sprayer. I'll offload the fertilizer from the trailer.
finish the
Trust me, you're going to need me to separate the two, otherwise you might accidentally load up herbicide instead of fertilizer. gotta see which one I need to offload. Alright, so the blue agroscience is our fertilizer and the red one is the herbicide.
A silo.
Eventually. But that's
Just
only really good for storing crops.
Where am
Yeah.
I going for it?
With what?
Where am I going to rent the train?
Hold on, let me look at the map. You are at the right spot. There's a little marker right there.
Oh, I see it now. Rent train 1,000 per hour. So that's the reason why.
Yep.
Train is going to arrive soon.
How long is it saying? How far away is it?
8.4 kilometers.
Holy.
Originally it said meters. I'm trying to figure out why it suddenly jumped up to kilometers.
Probably because the train was still on the map from a previous load and had just gone off the opposite end of the map.
That means that it's
So
probably...
you're gonna be sitting there for a minute.
Okie dokie.
Several.
Oh, it's right. Okay.
What's wrong, Devin?
It arrived.
Okay.
I'm confused.
Don't look a gift horse.
Yeah. Alright, so open cover. I'm assuming that I'm doing that.
Mm-hmm. You have to open the cover. And then, yep. Drive it so that it's right under that spout.
Oh, come on. Slow down. Go backwards.
Yeah,
Go
they
backwards.
do not slow down very easily.
It is a train. So about here. Wait, stop moving.
Alright, the
There we go.
blue agroscience is the one you're going to want to load it with, Chaz. It's on the left side of the barn door.
Start filling. I will fill.
Alright. Unfortunately, I can't do anything until...
We'll fill oats first.
Yep.
And that filled like in 5 seconds. Alright, so then I have to go to the next one.
I would. Just to be safe.
Do I? Okay, so I basically go to another one to load that one, right?
Yep.
So open another cover. Okay, I see the cover that I opened. I think it's that one. It's kind of hard to tell where it is. Canola. Okay, both are filled.
Now
Now
back it
just-
off the edge of the map.
And basically just drive forward,
No, drive
backwards.
backward.
backwards, okay.
Otherwise, you're going to be on the wrong side of the map and have to run all the way back to your tractor or teleport to it.
Okay. Train will now drive to Blood. Do you want the train to sell a load of goats to? Yes.
Is that Gold Valley or whatever
It's
it
at
is?
Gold Valley.
Good.
4,181 for everything. Vehicle leasing cost was only $50.
Yep. It's because you weren't anywhere close to an hour.
It's kind of nice.
That's the thing. Be efficient. It takes loads.
Save
It's cheap.
money.
Only cost us $50 to gain about $4,000. How much would it cost us to actually have the field, you know, normal? Alright, driving back now.
Alright, so
I'll have to go back and get that patch that I missed before you can worry about cultivating it. And you're going to have to cultivate it before we fertilize. Basically, fertilizing is something we should do right before we seed and roll.
I would think that planting, the plowing would count as cultivating.
Nope. Plowing is totally different. Plowing goes deep,
Yeah.
while cultivating is a different beastie.
I'm guessing.
I don't understand the particulars. Like I said, I haven't lived on a farm in a very long time.
I'm guessing cultivating is basically treating the land and preparing it to be seeded.
You're basically breaking up the soil at a shallow depth, preparing it for seeding.
Yeah. While with plowing, you're basically making sure there's nothing rooted underneath it, so that it doesn't interfere with the seeds to be planted.
It is used for tearing up old root systems, yeah. And harrowing is used for taking plants that are already there and turning them into fertilizer.
We already have a harrow.
Yep, we do have a harrower.
How harrowing. Sorry.
Looks like I missed a part of this field. We're definitely going to have to run back over it with a cultivator.
Well, we're gonna have to make sure. Alright. Because once you finish up with that, I'll start running things through the... Actually... yeah. Devin,
See,
when you get that parked, do you want to start... Do you want to grab the cultivator, or do you want to start running things to and from the... back from the store?